Welcome to Leeshire Bus Simulator by Hillsey Coaches. Now, if before this is absolutely going to be going to start, and again, it's literally right now, before morning, we're going to be doing for some a little bit pretty tricky. So, the option says turn on the stop announcements, high-end devices only, to turn off global shadows, remove shadows in order to reduce lag. So, before we're going to be making on to display, before I exiting for this game, which means that you're gonna be kicking out. And if I'm just gonna be exited, that kicked out of the game. The story is we have for our 5 Game Pass buses. We have 1998 bus packs, Stagecoach Gold Pack, kind of donations. The bath for this for many more of these ones. If you're just gonna be clicking here, the Game Pass pops out for shows only for recently that we're gonna be doing for funds without for doing like this one. Park and Ride Pack is going to be using for this one, and the special vehicle pack is used for this one. Probably special vehicles is using for cars or bus and trucks. Now let's just going to be trying to play. The first thing is, if you try to be a passenger or a bus driver, you're not in South Asians, you're in Europe. And because it's only like this the first things, now let's start to use Stagecoach as very for first time, but the first time is first to Leeshire Beta. To drive, please walk onto the spawn pad and it will be promote to spawn the vehicle. Once you are in the bus, instructions are only provided from there. We hope you enjoy in about for this way, but more buses are gonna be this way. So the single decker buses are only for to do like this one. Now free access vehicle, and we have for a paid access vehicle that can cost 20 Robux. It must be the right steer light as well. This bus has the next stop announcements on these routes. Pride livery. And this is a free access. Alexander Dennis and Vorio 300. This is absolutely using for some routes as well. Stagecoach Valhall livery. Another free access is the Alexander Dennis and Vorio 200. So the 300 is absolutely for the Alexander. And the next one is another free access vehicle is Operate Solo. Now this isn't going to be doing like this one. Operate Solo SR. I'm not going to be using for another thing. Another Operate Solo SR. So about for this one. Alexander Dennis and Veroria 200 MMC. I'm gonna be buying for this bus. Alexander Dennis and Vorio 200 MMC, which is absolutely for the Leeshire, is probably using for like this one. Another MMC, which is not the classic like these ones. And Stagecoach local livery. Trendbus Dart Pointer 2. I'm pretty not sure I'm not gonna be using for this. This is what I'm going to be used to be. And here are the Game Pass. Park and Ride Game Pass for here. Gold Game Pass pack. And the 1998 Game Pass. And special vehicles is literally possible. And looks like I cannot even to take them out for this longer. I'm using for a single decker bus. Single decker bus that can cause the Asian viewers to feel about for this, and I do not let about for this one. And another is for the Alexander Dennis Trident ALX 400, and looks like there must be all buses from this company, but looks like I'm pretty recommended to do like this one. Another free access is Alexander Dennis Trident ALX 40 ALX 400. It's another bus is pretty good for as well. Another one is Scania N230 is N22300 UD and Voria 400. So this is probably that isn't gonna be to do like this one. Another Scania Alexander Dennis and Voria Trident 400. It's pretty tough. Okay. There must be another that he actually spawned Alexander Dennis and Voria 400 MMC. And this is what actually that it should be gonna be recommended. That must be one thing. And this guy just actually I didn't kicked out of this race or kicked out of this game, but probably he's gonna be spawning back as even as possible. This is the coastliner. I'm gonna be choosing it. So the first time it's about the time like it do like this. Now this is the instructions. Turn on the engine with the M key. Close the doors with the Z key. If it's dark, turn on the lights with L and K. For additional information, click me for this only one icon. So, now let's just gonna be pressing horn for this one. And I like this coastliner. So, probably he just spawned another one. And what about the horn like this thing? It's not pretty working in about for this one. So, L and K. So, L is the main lights. And the K is absolutely for the interior lights. Now before I just jumping out of this vehicle as well, it continues to reverse it about for this thing. So let's open up the doors. Oh dear, if the bus just got despawned, we have for one paid access, another one free access for new vehicles as well. The Volvo B7 East Lance Viking Siege Coach for a little bit of one thing. So this is a old-fashioned Volvo for the 1990s. There is another paid access vehicle that can cost Robux even for that. Even the bus continues to load. Now it looks like even another Alexander Dennis and Vario 300. I'm not doing for this, buying for this any kinds of free access vehicle. Man 18.240 in Vario 300. And that should be the same as this kind of bus, terrifying like this one. Alexander Dennis and Vorio 400 MMC. Another vehicle. Oh dear, we have some kind of this one. So, Harry birthday bus. Let's see if I'm just gonna be happen. So this is another free access bus, but probably I'm just gonna be using for some kind of a little bit pretty perfect. So let's just try again for Alexander, Dennis, and Wario 400 MMC. Is this a double-decker bus? And it's yes, of course. So looks like he's just choosing it about for the paid access of this vehicle. So this is absolutely for a newly local livery and about for this vehicle. So as you can look at about for this thing, while you're in Leeshire, and about for this moment, you can actually try to drive buses as well. So looks like our newly livery doesn't gonna be coming out. Now this is absolutely for a Harry birthday bus as even possible. So you won't be able to drive for this one right now. And probably I'm gonna be returned, and let's just start the service throughout the day. Now I cannot believe this isn't gonna be going on for actually for this is a free access vehicle. Now let's just using for the trial for just gonna be using for a Trident ALX 400. Now let's just gonna be continue for pressing M. So which is I'm gonna be turning all the way the bus. K and L, which is I'm just gonna be turning on the lights. And what about the bus horn? It's not gonna be pretty to do like it's working. Unfortunately, that doesn't work for very much. Notice, do not set your route until you reach the bus station. So like I say, always keep on left side of the road. Now let's gonna be press Z to close this door. Always drive on the left side of the road. Probably. The bus station is gonna be turn left and follow the Route 20. Now looks like I'm just gonna be going to start the service. And for our first time, looks like the triple-deckered buses wasn't going to be very exist due to the height like these things as well. The K10 is absolutely going to be going for this way. Probably not. So we're going to be looking out for the nearest bus station as we get right here. Be careful with other buses as well. So looks like we have just turned for its first stop. Right-hand buses around this thing. So looks like we have our made it for just for a first stop as well. We do not turn off the engine as well. So let's just gonna be keeping on for the interior lights on. And it looks like the sun is already up for as well. So the passenger is gonna be giving me some tickets, and looks like we're not going to be setting up for some routes. So looks like if I'm going to be going back into the menu, so looks like we have the controls, headlights, and probably, what about the horn like this thing? So using for only on some buses as well. So if I press H, hold H to get around for this one, if all buses are pretty not working with horns, I'm not possibly sure that isn't gonna be going to just like quickly, even if it take for some time to look out for this one. So, oh dear. So just gonna be keeping on opening the doors, and probably the PWD is absolutely still for this one, and lower or raise the bus height or some kind of suspension. So I'm pretty possibly sure that it's just gonna be click here to close the GUI. And probably we ever try to sure that we're going to be going for against as well. And once all the passengers have gotten inside of the bus or having tickets around here, let's just going to be taking around for the 5 minutes later. But probably I should be able to stay around for this for a very long time. And by the way, we're going to be going on board for this one for the very first time, and we're going. So if I just going to be trying to use the camera mode, wait. If I'm just going to be using for the camera mode, it's unavailable for this one. Be careful of other buses as also. So using in another kind of bus stop, oh dear, we're just almost going to be getting stuck about for this one. So we're not going to be taken around for this very long time. It's always taking for very slow. Now which way is going to be, this is how it's where to lead us back. Now looks like I'm going for a left side and stay slow. Now let's just gonna be going all the way to our first bus stop. Won't be absolutely pretty trying to do this. So our current service is not right here overall. So it looks like we have 33 studs per second. And we're trying to skip in around for the bus station, but pretty not much. As we're gonna be taking in about for always 5 minutes later. Let's open the door, as looks like we just absolutely gotta be getting on board the bus and having some tickets as usually. After 5 minutes later that and paid some tickets, looks like we stand clear of the closing doors. We're not gonna be doing for the right side of the road because I'm an absolutely American for just a little bit right now. So looks like this is UK, but perhaps in absolutely Leeshire and others is going to be going for straight. Now 92 studs per second into our next bus stop will be actually quite sure about at this moment. So looks like in another bus stop should be going to be using the number 3. So even in terms of other kinds of bus stops, our next stop it will be going to be like this one. So looks like we're going to be opening the bus and completely stop, as this is where that the others just got off of the bus as well. And another couple of newly passengers had just paid some tickets and we're ready to go. And against as well. So it looks like even other people is going to be going around here. Where are the other possible coaches or many more buses as well? Where are the motor coach? But looks like there must be another international bus stop as well. And our next stop will be going to be going right here at to the left side of the road, 6116A. So I'm probably we're going to be entering around for the city, as this is where we're not going to be doing like this one. So looks like get off my bus, and probably it's not going to be doing what is left. So one other kinds of passengers that just left the bus stop as well. So the passengers are just going to be going to get off or getting off and paying for some tickets and around here, and many tickets they have paid for this one, when actually I'm gonna be going all the way around. I'm probably not sure, must be the international bus stop as well. The main bus stops or international bus stops wasn't gonna be very even quick. Now looks like we're just gonna be going all over here, so all bus stops is gonna be right over there. So at least the next couple of these things wasn't actually going to be pretty cool. It's very much so. Where this video is going to be keeping on recording about for this one. So our next stop, it must be for the marketplace. Now let's just completely stop in our next stop. So how's this video is gonna be keep on taking for a very long time as well. So is it gonna be keeping on to do like this one? So the video is still recording in the back for this one. In the moment, the back for this wage is still what actually gonna be staying for just a long time. Anybody is gonna be having a ticket and paying tickets for just only for £60 as well. Only £31 or just pay for £15 as even usually. So not cost with PS dollars or pounds and rubles as well. And then looks like we have one more passenger and gets a ticket, and probably we sure this isn't absolutely going to be using for just like this one. If this is absolutely going to be going for today's sponsor, now looks like we're just going to be keeping on to do like this, going to be going around here. So, and we're not going to be doing for the sponsored calls. And I don't like this, we're going to be going for P dollars as well. So, and let's just going to be trying to go all. And which bus? This is the bus number 23. The all is going to be going over here. Now, which is going to be trying to do what is next. And another international bus stations is going to be using. I'm going to be using the number 23. And probably there must be going to be no access for, not all of them should be going to be going right. Just like it's going to be going to keep on left. And this is where it should be going to be going out of the town. And our next bus station or bus stops, or just going to be to do like this one. And a bus station looks like it's not going to be very big as always. Now let's see if the top speed of their buses won't be actually quickly as well. So I'm not pretty quite sure that we're going to be leaving out of the town. So 130 studs per second, which is going to be leading to the accident. Now I'm probably sure that the buses is going to be going out into the town. So the pallet town is not going to be going all the way around here. So actually, I'm going to be stopping all the way for this one. And I accidentally almost turn into the right side of the road. Now we're going to be skipping around for the bus stops as always. So it does not going to be pretty quite sure. We just got to be getting all around for here. And the next bus stop is actually quite not quicker as well. So let's just open up the door, and probably this is going to be the end of this video for our always, for just like the last stop. And I'll be see you in again for next time for today's video. But if you enjoy about for a couple of bus stops around here, just leave a like and subscribe and click that bell. And as always, I'm going to be see you in another bus stop videos or bus driving videos. Is even bus spotting as well. So, and don't forget, you might have the bus coming for as well. And let's just gonna be doing for bus spotting for about and against some other kinds of buses around the UK or inside of the game itself. So this is Turbo Concept is gonna be signing off, and I'm gonna be see you cookie runners, mini lads, and bus nuts all later.